It's a matchup of the AFC and the NFC today as two teams that are at opposite ends of the spectrum get together. The Bills taking on the Falcons. And normally when you think of an impact player, you think of somebody on the offensive side of the line, the quarterback, the wide receiver, the tailback. That's not the case, though, with the Atlanta Falcons and Deion Sanders.
Don't you love it? Everybody we talk to, the Buffalo Bills, you know, most of the teams, they talk about a quarterback or a running back or whatever. Not this guy. Everybody talks about number 21, Deion Sanders. And I'm telling you, the Bills aren't afraid of him, but they are very concerned about Deion Sanders.
We are ready to go as Sanders is waiting back along with Keith Jones, the rookie from Illinois. Scott Norwood gets into it, and we're underway. It'll be Sanders, an indecisive take at the 7-yard line, across the 25. And he's down right at the 25-yard line. So the Atlanta Falcons get their offensive unit on the field for the first time today. Mike Ken, who missed last week's contest, is in there at the left tackle position. Big one on the right side is Houston Hoover. He is the largest one on the offensive line. They protect Chris Miller, John Settle, and Keith Jones in the backfield. Collins and Floyd Dixon will get to the start today due to the injury to the regular starting wide receiver, Michael Haynes. When they go to their Hawk offense, Keith Jones turns into a slot back, and they bring in the extra wide receiver, Stacey Bailey. Settle on 1st and 10 from the 25, gets 3 up to the 28-yard line. Front 7. And virtually impossible to run against this front 7 over the last 3 games. They have only given up 59, 65, and 39 yards over the last 3. 65 last Sunday. When they go to their dime package, they bring in the 2 extra defensive backs, Mickey Sutton and John Hagee, to join the regular foursome, Jackson, Odom, Smith, and Kelso. 3rd and 1 for the Falcons. Close to their own 34-yard line. 7. Forget it. Bruce Smith. You'll hear number 78's name mentioned quite frequently today. In my estimation, Paul, the second best defensive lineman in the NFL behind Reggie White.
There's just no question about it. And you're gonna see not only does Bruce Smith get in there, but Cornelius Bennett is also there, and they just make the stop. There's just no place to go.
And now the Bills will get it at their own 25 after a 42-yard punt by Fulhay. One of the best lines to run behind in the NFL. For the Buffalo Bills, Ken Hall anchors it in the middle. Devlin, 14-year veteran, over on the right side. Thurman Thomas and Killebrew in the backfield. Now, when they go to the shotgun formation, Flip Johnson, Andre Reed stay in there. The extra wide receivers will be James Lofton and Don Beebe.
And the reason James Lofton is in there, because Ronnie Harmon is set down because of an injury, so he is not dressed for this game.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. Thurman Thomas. He's up to the 29-yard line for a gain of 4. Ben Thomas in on that first stop for the Atlanta Falcons. 4th year out of Auburn. Let's look at the defensive front 7 now for the Atlanta Falcons. Casillas, the man in the middle. He is a big one and a very good one. A great group of linebackers in Green, Bruce, Rady, and Tuggle. Tuggle, their leading tackler so far this season. When they go to the nickel, Casillas and Rady will check out. Cotton becomes the extra down lineman. Their 2nd-round draft choice last year out of USC. And they bring in that extra defensive back to join Sanders and the foursome. In the defensive backfield, counter for Thurman Thomas. Thomas bottled up. Play really never developed for the Bills.
And they have a tough time trying to catch up.
3rd and 5. It's the shotgun formation. 4 wide receivers. Kelly in trouble. Dumps it off. Thomas has it. And Thomas has the first down. He's across the 35. At the 38-yard line, he's put down by Albert Shelley. Bills have converted on their first 2 third downs in this drive. This is 3rd and 5, the 45-yard line of Atlanta. Thomas, the only one to the backfield with Kelly. Kelly with plenty of time going for his wideout and overthrows Lofton near the 20-yard line. 3rd and 7, the ball at the 23. Screen is batted up into the air. That was the linebacker, Cornelius Bennett. Bennett getting his hand up in the air. They've got some talent on the offensive side, but right now, as you can see, they're not opening things up. Kelly going deep. Wide open. He's got Andre Reed at the 30. He takes it in, going out of bounds at the 25. He beat Robert Moore on that side.
You talk about a break down in coverage. Now, I don't know if it's Charles Demery, number 22, that's supposed to be covering. Now, watch, 22 is Demery. He releases him. Now, Moore never gets over there, number 34. When that happens, Reed just goes down the field. Great protection by the offensive line, and Kelly has time to get the ball out to Reed.
4 of 5 for a total of 73 yards. He hasn't missed a beat, although this is his first start in 4 weeks. Kelly over the middle, wide open. He's got his receiver for a first down. He got it to James Lofton. Lofton with a grab at a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. He'll work out of the shotgun with 4 wide receivers. Kelly over the middle, touchdown Buffalo. James Lofton. Receivers, they are going up top, looking for Deion Sanders, who's playing offensively. Now, he told us yesterday as it's batted away on 1st and 10 that I am going to play offense before the end of the year. We've tried to pinpoint it. When is it going to happen? He said, you'll be surprised, but I'm going to play some offense. It's Deion Sanders. He had a twinkle in his eye yesterday when we met with him. Said, you'll see that I'll be playing offense before the end of the year. Little did we know it would come this afternoon. Dixon, the motion man. Dumped off for Dixon, beats the first man. Room to move. He's got a first down and then some. Past the 40. He's got a first down all the way up to the 43-yard line. Expected to see some duty today, and they hope that will get him ready for a big game at home next week against Indianapolis. Kelly on the move, or make it rather Miller on the move, firing up and out. Is it taken in? Yes. They say it's a completion inside the 30. All the way down to the 26-yard line for the first down. Never heard of a team that has not let their quarterback have some options out there.
In the 50s, when I played high school ball, we had options.
3rd down, and Miller can't get away. Paul McFadden will try to get the Falcons on the board with a 45-yard field goal attempt. His longest of the season came last week, a 48-yarder. He's hit 4 straight, 7 of his last 9. He drives this one well. Does it drift? Yes. It's wide left. 31. In the first 30 minutes of play. This is a 3rd and 3 for Kelly, working with the shotgun formation, and it's dropped by Don Beebe. Deion Sanders covering, but Beebe. And Deion Sanders waiting back at the 26-yard line. His kid wobbles out, a returnable time for Sanders. Not much hang time. Sanders high-stepping his way across the 35, angling it to the 45-yard line.
Get some penalties, get this team fired up.
2nd and short. Gene Lang with a first down carry. He's got it near the 40-yard line. Weeks has given up just 59-39, and last Sunday 65 yards on the ground. 3rd and 2, play action for Miller. Rolling. He's got a man wide open. Overthrows who's tied in. He's looking for Gary Wilkins. He's in his 6th year out of Youngstown State. Exchange is a clean one. Really gets into this one. He's got it. Longest field goal of the year for Paul McFadden. Finally gets the Falcons on the board. It's halftime in Atlanta. We'll be right back to Fulton County Stadium with the Bills leading by 4. But let's go to Bob Costas now on NFL Live. Bills hit just a little bit better than 50% of the 3rd down conversions in the first half. This is a 3rd and 6 from the 24. Kelly out of the shotgun, off the fingertips of Johnson. Intercepted. Intercepted by Shelley. Inside the 20. Down inside the 10. Forced out at the 6-yard line.
Deion Sanders is hurt. He was the man on the coverage, and he is limping about the 45-yard line. But that's a heads-up play by the defense. And again,
3rd and goal for Atlanta. Jones behind settle. Heller, the tight end in motion. It's Keith Jones over the top. Touchdown Falcons. Gets it 1st and goal at the 6. Play action, Kelly throwing on 1st and 10. Wide open to the tight end. It's McKellar for a first down past the 40 to the 41-yard line. And finally, Paul, they get it to the tight end you were just talking about.
Talk about Ken Hall in a minute. Interesting thing he told us yesterday about holding.
Kelly over the middle. Reed with a great grab down to the 40-yard line of Atlanta. They say he was down at the 40. The whistle was blown. Charles Demery providing the coverage. 3-point Atlanta lead at 10-7. Thurman Thomas looking for the hole. He finds the seam. There goes Thurman Thomas, down to the 20, all the way to the 10-yard line. First and 10. It's at the Atlanta 11-yard line. Kelly with time, has a man. It's McKellar. Touchdown, Buffalo. Just like that, the Buffalo Bills regain the lead. Miller throwing again, going deep, looking for Stacey Bailey. He's got it inside the 40. He was working on Mickey Sutton. It's complete near the 31-yard line. A pretty good job of it already under Shell, who's got a 3-1 record as the head coach. Miller throwing on 1st and 5, going deep. He's got Dixon. Touchdown, Atlanta. Now it's 2nd and 20, all the way back at the 10-yard line. Thurman Thomas on the carry. Forget about it. He is smothered under. He fumbles the ball. Who's got it? Loose ball around the 11-yard line. They're still scrambling. Atlanta's got it. Atlanta's got it.
Again, they were passing the ball in that last series of downs. Now here comes the blocking. Ken Hall, 67, is there. Thurman Thomas does not read the block. I think Ken Hall did a great job on blocking Casillas, but Thurman ran right up the back and then he dropped the ball.
Trips to the right side for Chris Miller, who's rolling in that direction, gets plenty of time. Throwing it out of the end zone. Avoiding a sack. The 26-yard attempt, and it's perfect. So they get 3 more points on the second turnover over the first 7 minutes. So this is the inside linebacker for the Atlanta Falcons. 3rd and 3. Kelly with plenty of time, throwing it into traffic. It's incomplete. Flags on the play, though, as they were all over the back of Andre Reed. Case was in there early. Also in the coverage, Tim Gordon, the free safety. Haven't talked about Case too much.
25 defense. First down.
Bills have it, but they trail by 6. Kelly, plenty of time, rifles it. It's complete. Goes down to Flip Johnson for a first down to the 25-yard line.
3:12 left in the 3rd. 2nd and 10. Out down to the 25. Kelly over the middle. McKellar's got it. It'll be 1st and goal, close to the 2-yard line. Jamie Mueller leading the blocking for Thurman Thomas. He's in. Touchdown, Buffalo. Nice block by Jim Richer as well to the outside. End of 3 in Atlanta with the Bills leading by 1.
2nd and 8, the ball to the 23. Miller in the 3-step drop. Finding Keith Jones, who beat the quarterback Odoms. He's got a first down and then some. All the way out past the 40-yard line. To mark off at 10, where it's 3rd and 13 now. Pressure comes on Miller. He'll scramble it. He'll be way short of the first down, though. Penalty not only costly because of yardage, but it also stopped the clock with 4:32 left. 2nd and 13. Plenty of time for Kelly. Now the pocket's collapsing. He's on his way down. Ben Thomas with the sack. 4th sack of the day for the Atlanta Falcons.
Ben Thomas, big Will Wolford.
Kid bunting from deep in his own end zone. Sanders back at the Buffalo 48-yard line. A kick sends out a beauty. Gets it to turn over. Sanders back to the 34. Tried to split the seam up the middle. The great special teams play for the Buffalo Bills made by Chris Hale, the rookie cornerback from USC. The ball's at their own 39-yard line with 3 minutes and 12 seconds remaining. Jones in motion. Miller, the pressure coming. Conlon's got him. It's a sack. 3rd and 15, close to 16 with the ball back at the 34-yard line. Miller. Flushed out. Looking downfield, next drop by George Thomas with a flag down on the play.
This ball hits George Thomas in a face mask.
Thought so.
I mean, that's, I like the fact that wide receivers are taught to look the ball in, but not in between your eyeballs.
We saw this earlier this year where it almost stuck there.
Interference number 37, first down.
They call it on Odoms.
They call it on Odoms. All right, here we go. George Thomas, number 89. Watch where the ball hits him. And the reason they call pass interference, the only thing that I can see is that he's not looking back at the ball. He's got his hand in his face.
His team has dropped close games. 3 of their 6 losses have been by 7 points or less. This is a 2nd and 4. The Buffalo 33, Miller in the pump fake. Finds his back in the flat. Keith Jones going airborne. He's got a first down. Joel Myers along with Paul McGuire. Buffalo leading by 1. In jeopardy, though, with 1:46 seconds left. 2nd and 3 at the 7. Keith Jones wanted to go outside. Took it down inside the 5. I believe he's got enough for the first down. The ball at the 3-yard line. A 9-man defensive front for the Bills. Keith Jones goes airborne. He's in. Touchdown, Atlanta.
Time, but don't be surprised to see him to the outside.
Right, keep it away from Beebe. Down the middle, and Beebe will take the line drive at the 7. He's got brilliant speed. Beebe up the middle. There he goes across the 40.
He's gone.
To the 50.
He's gone.
No flags down. Deion Sanders catches up from behind. Flag down on the play as they get Beebe at the 8.
Well, if he's 4.28, Deion must be 4-1.
You got to try to kick it to Kenneth Davis,
No foul, first down.
who isn't normally back there anyway, Paul. He's subbing today for the injured Ronnie Harmon.
Watch this guy fly. Here comes Beebe, and really not even touched as he goes through the hole. Now look at Deion Sanders, man behind him. Beebe is supposedly 4.29. Deion catches him at the 10. The faster guy that I know of that's on this field, but Deion caught him from behind.
That was an 85-yard return by Don Beebe. Thurman Thomas, the only one in the backfield. Kennebrew goes in motion, and now he's going to set up. Flip to Thurman Thomas. Inside the 5. Stopped just short of the goal line. No, I'm talking about Atlanta. So they can have some time when they get it back. Kennebrew, he's in. Touchdown, Buffalo. John Kidd, and the Bills take the lead. The Bills take the lead with 29 seconds left. One timeout left for the Atlanta Falcons. McFadden has already hit a 54-yarder today. That came the latter stages of the first half. Pocket holding up for Miller. Now it collapses. He's going deep, looking for Bailey, who takes it in. Inside the 35, all the way down to the 33-yard line. Already within McFadden range.
They're in McFadden range, and he does have the wind at his back. Now watch Miller. He goes up, he sets himself, and gets himself square up the field. Now, all they were doing, they're worrying about Nate Odoms is someone getting deep. Well, Bailey didn't get deep. He came back to the football.
When McFadden hit the 54-yarder. Bingham the snapper. Miller is the holder. They'll put it down just outside of the 40. Officially, it'll be a 50-yard attempt with the ball on the left hash mark. Seven seconds left. It's on its way. It's got the direction. It's good.
There's still 2 seconds.
And Marion Campbell isn't the only one that feels that way. Most observers around the NFL with all these first-round draft choices feel the same way about the Atlanta Falcons. Beebe will get it on the run. Beebe trying to get blocks to the outside. They'll work the lateral play. Now Now the reverse as it's batted away by Sanders. It goes out of bounds and the Falcons win. Stay tuned for the second half of our NFL doubleheaders. Cincinnati at the Raiders or Pittsburgh at Denver next on NBC. For Paul McGuire, I'm Joel Myers. Thanks for joining us from Atlanta.